Hi, Perry.
Hey, what's up? Hey,
I'm
everybody. How y'all doing?
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Happy Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
And I think I'm not echoing. It might have worked. Okay, cool. All right, so we got a lot of stuff to talk about today. First of all, I'm obsessed with the weather. I have to know what it is every day. I don't know what it is. I have to know what it is. And today it was how cold in Vegas, and we got snow
37?
flurries. It's 37 degrees with snow flurries. That's cold,
Yeah.
especially,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's
Mhm.
cold. I seen somebody said Southwest Vegas. I mean, Southwest Florida was 75 degrees, feel like 100.
No. You think so?
Well, that what they said. I don't know. I ain't there. But I
Yeah.
think you do it because you sort of nosy.
Wait, hold on. Someone else in the chat said Vegas had snow.
Yep.
Here it is. We did. We had good snow and it was nice and cold. I like cold weather. Perry doesn't.
I don't.
That's why we go, 54 in New York. Ooh, 53 in Chicago. That's warm for Chicago. Oh my God. Here goes Orlando again with their perfect
Yeah,
weather.
exactly. Yeah.
DC, that's decent.
That's good. Yeah.
Oh, it's hot in Nashville. Oh, look at Miami.
Yeah.
My
That's what I'm saying.
goodness.
They're at the beach
52
right now.
yeah, I like living up north. I have to have a winter. And so
Damn. 79.
that's 80 degrees.
It's summertime.
So my cousin lives, you guys remember my cousin Amar that came on the show? He lives in Hawaii. I
Hmm.
think Honolulu, right? I don't know where he
I
lives.
think I think so.
He keeps trying to get us to go over there. I don't want to go to Hawaii. I don't want to be on a plane over water. But I'm gonna have to do it sooner or later because I gotta go see my nephew in
Yeah,
England.
yeah.
ATL 70. That's nice.
Damn, really? Wow.
They have a lot of hot days in Miami 73. Anyway, let me get on to what we're talking about today. So we got only a couple subjects today. One, we're going to talk about my impersonator. That's a trip, guys. We'll talk
Uh,
about that. And then we're going to talk about I don't even have it up. We're going to talk about Iggy Azelia responding to her boyfriend, Playboy Cardi. The more I find out about him, the more he's just a hot ass mess. Oh, I have other tabs open. Hold on. I'm surprised I wasn't echoing. Okay. Well, 6 tabs to be exact. Damn. And we're going to talk about this uh, shooting in Michigan, my home state. Ugh.
yeah, it's sad, ain't it?
Yeah, it really is. So let's start with the impersonator. Okay, you guys, I have an impersonator. I have to keep watching doing these videos. Hey, Roy, 75 in Orlando.
What up, pimp?
That is hot. That's like bathing suit weather.
Hmm.
Anyway, let me get on talk about this stalker. Um, look, Roy. Anyway, so I have a stalker. You guys know about it. I've tell you over and over again. She's been doing all kind of things to me. I know who she is. I just can't. I don't know what her
Right,
problem
right.
is. She's an ex-blogger. She blames me for her channel being shut down, and she does all this crazy stuff behind the scenes. I think she's trying to make me lose followers. I don't know what her goal is in
Yeah,
doing
that.
this.
Yeah, and
She's
basically trying
really
to
strange.
reinvent themselves too. Yeah, kill
She's
your
really
channel.
weird.
And
Like
yeah, yeah.
you're. It's been 2 years. She's been stalking me for 2 years. Two
Hmm.
years. And so I always tell you guys, when I get off, I don't go back on the internet. I don't go on the internet unless I'm going on Nosy's channel, Perry's channel. And if you guys follow Perry, how often am I on that channel?
Not much.
or Diva. And I only been on Diva's channel once. I don't go to a lot of people's channel. I was going to Conscious TV channel a lot because we were covering a story, but I was on the panel. I don't go in other people's chat.
Right.
So I say this because she was in people's chat last night and everyone was uh texting me and sending Perry like, oh my God, is that you? Is that you? I guess she pretended to be you last night.
Isn't that a shame?
So she either will go under my face with no check by their name. Remember, my account is certified. Or she pretends to be Perry. or nosy. Okay.
And I don't have a check, but look, let's rest assured of this, right? How low can you go when you got to pretend you Perry? Really? Like, damn, you are like destitute, right? To act like you're Perry.
Yeah,
Perry
who
just
wants to be
nobody.
Perry?
Yeah. I mean, who the hell want to be me? You damn sure don't want to know my bills. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't afford them.
Oh,
I'm
wow.
just simply saying this, Sharrell.
Mhm.
Like, I don't know, but I do watch. See, like, you don't really hit all these channels. I do
Mhm,
watch channels. I
mhm,
just don't say anything
mhm,
because,
mhm.
like, for one, I don't feel like saying hi. You know, all this stuff. I just want to just
It disrupts people's
enjoy.
chat.
Huh?
It disrupts people's chat if you go in the
Right,
chat.
right.
So I
But at
don't
the
go in other people's chat.
but at the same time, if I wanted to go and say something, I would super chat the person, not just the lonely Perry with this bullshit.
Mhm.
And if I super chat you and I'm in there, and if you ask me to come up, I would for a second, just to let you know that was me. If these imposters don't come up
Mhm.
or don't super chat you,
Mhm.
it's not me. If it's $1.99, it wasn't me.
And me and Perry, we live our life open. We don't really hide anything. If I have a problem with somebody, and you guys know, I will come on here and read them for filth and let you know what's going on. But all this other stuff, I
Yeah.
don't even know who has time for that. Who
Well,
has time for that?
well,
Like this girl has mental issues. She has very low self-esteem.
it's
And
a
I'm
lot of
saying that
losers in this world.
because she does. I'm not gonna go. Something's wrong with her. For me to be on her mind 24 hours a day. She doesn't like me being friends with Nosy. What does it matter to you who I'm friends with?
I think they
Like
have self-esteem problems.
something's wrong. Something's wrong. Wrong.
Yeah.
You want that much attention from me? Something's wrong.
Yep.
I swear to God, I have a whole life outside of YouTube. I have a husband, a 30 something years. I have children and grandchildren and friends. I live in Vegas. Like I have other stuff to do besides stalk people.
Right.
So I look at her as someone with that's unstable. She's
Yeah. Yeah.
unstable.
Issues. Yeah.
Yeah, she really has issues. So, if you see us in the chat, you shouldn't see me in anybody's chat. If you're not diva, if you're not nosy, who else? Or conscious, but that was because we were doing or conscious TV.
Right. No, but I'm saying
Sorry.
like we would typically just super chat you, or if we are there, we would come up.
Yeah.
If we went to that measure, you know what I'm saying, to even post a message for people to say, "Oh, Perry's in here." Shit, Perry at home. You know what I'm saying? Perry chilling. Perry ain't got time for this bullshit.
Mm-mm.
Come
So
on now.
that's it. The girl is weird. I guess she's starting trouble in other people's chat and
Right.
pretending to be uh
It's for a fundraiser, Sharrell. See, they do it to try to act like we give a damn about these channels.
mhm.
We don't. That's why they so angry.
She's really strange. She's disturbed. She's
Yeah.
very disturbed. And I'm saying this from a place of
Love.
sorrow. Like that's
Oh,
sad
okay.
to live your
Let's
life
say
like that.
shit.
Like,
Yeah.
girl, I don't
Okay.
think about you. I'm not responsible for your channel going down. Girl, that was 2 years ago. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. You're a
Mm-hmm.
weirdo.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Um, thank you, Linda, for the super chat. I mixed myself up. Did you hear about how the actress Olivia Wilde is getting backlash for calling ASAP Rocky hot? She called him hot. What's the backlash?
Yeah, yeah.
Because
I
he's
mean,
with
what is
Rihanna,
yeah.
he can't be cute anymore.
Damn.
I love. Let me tell you, I'm starting my since it's Halloween, since it's Valentine's Day. I almost said Halloween. Let's
Yeah.
talk about really quickly your favorite couples, Perry, in Hollywood. Because
Oh.
I got mine. I love, love, love Cardi B and Offset. I don't think Offset cheats anymore. I think he turned into a
In
responsible dad.
Hollywood. Favorite couple. See, I don't have a
I'm
couple.
not done.
Oh, okay.
I like Barack Obama and Michelle. And then I like it's another couple I like. I yeah, your turn. I'm missing
Look,
somebody.
I don't really have a couple.
Mhm.
And if you said Barack and Michelle that's in LA, I guess if they're there, then I guess that
Well, I
would
mean
be
famous people. I don't mean
yeah,
Hollywood.
famous people. Okay, because
Mhm.
I'm just saying Samuel Jackson, the only person I really like and he ever gave a
Perry,
damn about.
Perry, Perry.
I,
You
I'm,
gotta
I'm
let Samuel Jackson
Sharrell, I'm
go.
only saying that's the person. Like I'm not one of those kind of people that's starstruck about anybody.
Yeah, we're not. We're not
But I
starstruck.
would love to meet him because I just like the shit he did and just how he act. But
You don't know
besides
how
that,
he is. So
huh?
he could be. But you remember the time we seen DMX at McDonald's? People don't believe this story. But
Right,
we were
right,
in West
right.
Hollywood. We were in West
Yeah,
Hollywood. He was short.
yeah. But
Everybody's
I'm just
surprised
saying,
that you're tall.
yeah.
Mm.
No, I'm just saying, like for me, I don't really go out like that.
Anyway, so happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Let's get into the stories. It's a slow news day. And I try to find stuff that we could talk about that's interesting.
Hmm.
But when it's slow, and I still have to work. So I pick the best, what I think is the best topics to talk
Hmm.
about, but really there is none. Oh, and I can't forget, we're going to talk about Monique. Let's start with this Iggy Azalea thing.
Sure, I'll
Iggy
be right back.
Azalea.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Iggy Azalea is a rapper. She made this song. Doom, doom. I can't. First things first, I'm the realist. I don't know the name of the song, but I like it. And that was years ago, though. She used to be signed with T.I. I must have closed the tab. Hold on. She used to be signed with Ti. She's from Australia. She's a Caucasian woman from Australia, and I think she raps like a black girl. I actually like her songs. Um, and really am baffled that she's one hit wonder. She's one hit wonder, but she's dated a lot of people in her time, and she had a baby with this rapper. Now I do not know this rapper. My son knows the rapper, so he has to get me acquainted. What does that say? What? Oh, okay. My messages come on my computer. Jeez, that's
Everything good?
yeah. What about you?
Huh? I'm good.
Okay, I'm looking for the thing. Anyway, Iggy Azalea. No, yeah, that's it. Iggy Azalea dates this. Has a baby with this rapper named Playboy Cardi. Now I don't know who the hell he is. I really don't. But my son, I wonder if I can read that. Let me try to put that up there. Why haven't I? It's been how long have I been on YouTube with no damn glasses? Why
5 years?
do I know? I need to go get me some damn glasses.
Yeah.
This is a sad story. So here he is. His real name is because some of these rap names I can't keep going by. Uh, his name is his real name is Jordan Carter. Jordan Carter, and he used to date Iggy Azalea, and they had a baby together. This is the wrong damn thing. Let me see if I can find it. They have a baby together, and he recently was arrested and charged with felony aggravated assault, and that's because he choked his 8 months pregnant girlfriend.
Wow.
It's insane. It's insane. It's insane. And listen, so you guys know I have a crime channel now, and I've been covering a lot of stories lately. I'm really getting into it. And it seems to be a problem. Now, you guys stop me if I'm wrong with how do I say this where it's not offensive? It seems to be a problem in the Black community, not all, but a lot. And they're young 20s, 30s of men putting their hands on women. It's almost
Uh,
like that's something wrong. I mean, I'm not saying that other cultures don't do that too, but I'm saying I'm coming across a lot of African American women with these men putting their hands on women. And I don't know where this is. What do you think is going on, Perry?
I think it's just, I mean, to be honest with you, I think it's the stories that you cover, right?
Maybe,
Because
maybe.
that's the stuff that you would get more attention to or whatever. But it happens in all races.
Mhm.
and probably happen more in Caucasian. I'm just saying, just my opinion.
Well, you think?
Yeah, I think so. But it's just not something that you're gonna hear at the water cooler. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, yeah.
when you sitting there or whatnot. So I mean, I wouldn't put that on no race.
Well, it's a problem in society. How does that
Right,
sound?
right. There you go.
Where men put their hands on women. And
Hmm.
I'm covering a lot of cases on my crime channel where that goes too far
Hmm.
and the woman ends up losing her life. This is
Right,
no joke. This is a
right.
serious problem we have in today's society. I don't know how you fix it. You know what I mean? It's just
Yeah, I mean,
horrible.
I think parents got to raise their kids when they got men, raise them to be men. When you got women, raise them to be women. That can
I
help.
think it starts in the home.
I think so. And then, like, with things changing, it's not the way it was when we was raised. Social media, they get fascinated with this crazy shit. Either too far left or too far right. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know what will possess a man. Healthy Living says it is more in the Black community. I feel it is because I'm doing stories. I'm not biased when I pick a story. I pick a story that speaks to me. So, and I'm seeing a lot of Black stories of these young men that want to live that life. They want to be rappers.
Right, right.
Now,
I
not,
get you.
I just said I like Cardi B and Offset as a couple. So, not all male rappers are bad, but the ones that but a lot of them are. It's like dangerous to be in the music to be a rapper these days. You got, they want to turn into the little mob, and I don't just don't know what's going on. And I remember, Nosy would tell me this. It happens more than you think, Sharrell. And I'm just living in my little world, my little section of the world. And I remember discussing this with her
Hmm.
about how quick a man will put his hands on a woman.
Right.
I just couldn't. It's just, I don't know. But
I'm not
anyway,
gonna say I'm not gonna say whether it's true or false. I'm just saying, just from my opinion, I think it's a lot of men that's out there that's uncontrollable that don't know how to act, don't know how to treat a woman. But it could, I mean, I'm just thinking it's the stories that you pick that it would seem that way. But healthy living saying that it do happen more. So I mean, like I said, I don't know because like I just know it's not.
mm,
I just know it's not happening in my house.
look, she said, especially when pregnant. But you
Hmm.
know what? So I just did three crime stories on my backup channel, on my crime channel, and they were all pregnant.
Hmm.
What the hell is going on? We got to talk about it. I don't know. I don't know what to say about it. And also, I'm thinking these men can't be helped. I think it's a natural instinct to know what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
And how you put your hands on somebody you love and then end their life. So I'm working on the story now. It gives me nightmares, but I like giving uh attention to stories that are in the media. But
Hmm.
anyway, so Iggy Azelia is coming out saying something about it in her own way. She says, anyway, I'm actually having an amazing day. Karma's real. Treat the people you love well. Happy
Hmm.
Valentine's Day. Then she follows it up with imagining having a pregnant girlfriend, and she's talking about his situation
Hmm.
and pretending that they don't exist until it comes out. You like to put your hands on them too. She said too. And I'm thinking he probably put his hands on her too. You know what I
And
mean? That's
right,
what I'm
right,
thinking. That's what
right,
I'm
right,
thinking.
right.
I lost my place. And rarely visiting your actual son. Ooh, unless she meant he is because you're running from whatever problems you got going on in Atlanta and the press with your serial putting your hands on women. And then she says, been there, done that, warned you.
Mm.
What is she trying to say in code? And why didn't she just come out and say it? What do you think she's saying?
I mean, she's probably afraid that he's going to do it again.
Oh yeah, huh?
I mean, because I mean, sometimes you might say, "This sort of happened," but I'm not going to really say what happened because if he's putting his hands on her, what is he going to do if she come publicly and say something like that?
So a lot of these women that I'm covering on my crime channel are scared. They're scared
Mhm.
to anger the person. They're scared to leave the person because they love that person. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Anybody, that's not love. That's not love. If you're scared of somebody, that's not love. If somebody's controlling you, that's not love. And
Right.
damn sure if he's putting his hands on you. But I have learned this: if you are in that kind of relationship, the earlier you leave, the less damage will be caught. Because some women stay there until he hurts the damn kid.
Until it's too late. Yeah.
You got to leave early and you have to plan your leaving. You just can't leave. You have to plan it out. You have to plan it out. So somebody's there for you, like that. Because if you just try to walk out that door during an argument, these men are crazy. And I don't think psychologically they could be helped. I really don't. They do it over and over again.
Mhm.
I don't think you can reform this kind of man. So then Iggy's friend came out and said, "You got to pick better men next time." And I was like,
Wow. Yeah.
it's a rude thing to say, but maybe it's some truth to it.
No, I get it.
Iggy is the wrong messenger. She dated she married Tory Lanez. Oh wow! And pretended like he didn't pow a black woman Megan Thee Stallion. Oh, she did.
Damn.
Now I would say in the beginning, I didn't think Tory did it. It wasn't until Neek at Night put out those tapes because I thought the story was just so confusing.
Mhm.
Everybody kept changing their story. I thought something happened that night, but I was thinking they were all too drunk to even
Right.
give me a good thing of what happened. But when we heard those tapes, is no denying it. It's just no denying it. So if you were wrong in the beginning, Iggy, you got to come forward and say I was wrong, and you got to apologize to Meg like I did. It's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. So I don't know. It's just a big problem in our society, and I don't even know if this could get uh, changed. And
Well,
what's
I just hope it can. But
Mhm.
it is a bad problem.
That's why my friend was telling me believe the victim first, and then if something come out that proves they're not, just believe the victim first, because they're saying a lot of these women is hidden, and they
Mhm.
try to tell people, and they'll take the man's side.
No, I get it. I mean, like, I would never say discount the victim, but at the same time, you there to support them and hear them out.
Yeah,
Because sometimes a
yeah,
victim is not always a victim neither. Like they could come up with false allegations. So I get the premise of what you're saying about
yeah.
just trust the
I
victim.
know, I know, no, I know what you mean about false allegations, like
Right.
Larry. But most of the time, that's a rare, specific reason he was targeted.
Hmm.
And still, that still has to be resolved in a court of law. It has to be resolved
Right,
in a court
right,
of law.
right.
But I don't know. Now that I'm doing these stories, I get a perspective of how these women are living, and they live in fear. They live in fear, and the men usually hide it very, very well. And that's another thing. If you're doing something that you got to hide from the public, what does that say about you?
Yeah, I don't know. But I think even in these cases though, I think I just wish these women had more self-esteem and loved themselves more
Mhm.
than the perpetrator that's beating them or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Like
Um,
at a certain point, I just wish they could just love themselves more and not.
it's hard though. It's
Right. I
hard.
know. No, I'm saying I would agree. I'm just saying I would wish it would be that way.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, you can't settle for shit like that. I mean, like you said, it's not love when somebody's doing this to you,
It's not love. It's not
right?
love.
And do not convince yourself thinking that it is.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's
Right.
what holds them there. They think that, but I love him or he'll
Hmm.
change. And uh-uh. Get out, get out. All these rappers, it's just a mess. It's just a mess. It's not just rappers putting their hand on men. These men is crazy. But anyway,
Hmm.
I wanted to move on. Let's talk about Monique, the comedian. Let me
Uh
see if
huh.
I can find the article. I usually pre-do this, but I was on the phone up until the last minute. I really was. Um, Monique seems to be. Would you say she's a controversial person? Here,
Like, for real, I'm not really into like female comedians and all that kind of stuff.
what? What are you talking about, Perry? What the hell are you, boy? What you talking about?
No, I'm not really into them like that. Like, they comedy and stuff.
You know who she is.
Yeah, no, I know who she is, but I'm saying like, so we're not talking about Richard Pryor or Eddie Murphy that I might
I
follow them a
can't.
little bit more.
I
I didn't
can't.
really follow her, but then I was like, huh, from her background and the things that happened, I would look at her as being controversial.
Child, stop. Hey, Lily, happy Valentine's Day. Oh, I forgot to bring Lily's lipstick. I'll do that later. Let's talk about this. So, Sherry Shepherd, she's right here. You can't really see her. And Kim Whitley. I remember her. I don't know how I know her.
Wasn't she on
I,
a different, not Different Strokes, but on one of those little community channels? I mean, like those, like a reality show or something?
yeah, she
Well,
had a
not a
reality
reality
show.
show. It was a
On
sitcom.
OWN, on
It was
OWN.
huh?
Yeah, it was on OWN, the OWN network.
Okay, okay.
Anyway, they came out and they were talking about her. She's in this new movie called The Reading. Let's listen to what she says and then we'll respond. And then we'll respond. Hold on, this is terrible.
Take it down
Precious
now.
Spears, huh?
Monique won the Oscar for Precious for a reason. And like I said, people underestimate comics. She's really, really good. She's a great actress. Now, personality wise, she's always getting in trouble. Always. If it's not with another comic, D.L. Hughley, it is with the industry. It's somebody. But this movie, The Reading with Monique, when I tell you, I almost turned it off. This sucker it scared me. But Monique is funny in it too. It's a horror / damn comedy. I'm gonna tell you something. And Monique got it on her thing. So it's not gonna be me giving away the movie because she's got it posted. When people are getting killed, because it's a scary movie, so somebody's always getting killed. The girl who about to get killed, Monique got a knife. This is why I hate.
Do you think that was disrespectful what they said?
No.
She's pissed. She's pissed. She pissed. She wrote this message right here, which I gotta read. She thinks that they were throwing shade at her because saying that she has a bad reputation. But she does. And she's mad because those are supposed to be her friends and they're talking about her. So she said, hello, Sherry and Kim. First, thank you for the compliments regarding my talents and performance in The Reading. I couldn't help but to notice, though, that you two said because of my personality, I'm always getting in trouble. You then, this is what she said. You then attempt to show a connection between my personality and me being blackballed, along with the fallout I had with brother D.L. Hughley. In addition, you two, within the same breath, mentioned how we as comics are underestimated. Okay. First thing, kids with their parents, criminals with their laws, and slaves with their masters get into trouble. And last time I checked, I don't fit into any of these categories to get in trouble with anyone mentioned. Do you two? When you two say we are comics are underrated, and you, Sherry, Kim, and I are ironically all Black female comics, why do you think we're underrated? My personality is of such where I have to speak up and out against injustices so we can stop being, as you both said, underrated. And if you notice, I haven't ever started a conversation about you two that involve any negativity in any way in all of the years I've known you two.
Okay.
Can you tell me why she's mad?
Yeah, because they said that, she did great in The Reading and all that stuff. But then they said, well, even though that she do have personality problem with other people in the industry, other comics, she didn't like it.
hold on, there's more. When you two say we are when you two say we as comics are underrated, and you, Sherry, Kim, and I, oh, it goes down here. Check out my resume. Oh my God. Check out my resume. I don't go knocking on anyone's door saying things that I can't substantiate. But some people have a problem with me because when they knock on my door with BS, I answer. Anytime
Mhm.
that the team of you two sisters would like to speak with the team of my husband and I'm not speaking with the husband. I can't. We're welcome. We welcome it. Thank you two again for the compliments, though backhanded. And please know, regardless, I still love you both to life, sisters. I'm not understanding
Do
Monique.
she really still love him?
She's
Did she ever love him?
she's
Just
fake.
saying.
She's
Yeah,
fake.
yeah.
Okay. And they didn't say anything wrong. Please. We all seen you go through being blackballed. You expect us to forget it?
That's almost like me coming on.
Monique, you need to shut up. Stop. Those women did nothing bad to you. Okay. And I wouldn't be your friend if you paid me to. Because if you can get mad at me over something so simple as that, instead of picking up the damn phone,
Mhm.
I don't need to be your friend, no way. We all know you're always running your mouth. Look what happened between you and DL Hughley. He will never talk to you again. So we supposed to walk around town acting like somebody you're not? Like you're all of a sudden an angel? Girl, shut up. Go. I'm done with you. I'm
Right, right.
done.
No, I agree. I agree.
It's
At a
ridiculous.
certain time, people have to look at themselves. Like,
Mhm.
me and you can come on this damn thing every day, but we'll be lying to ourselves and say that it's times where we don't come out of pocket. We'll be lying to ourselves. So
People
if
in the
somebody
chat are
said,
saying
"Hey,
that we
Sharrell, you know what? You and
disrespecting.
Perry okay, but we don't seen y'all act a fool and come out of pocket." That's true. That's something we live with. It's something you did, Monique.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'll
So
give
let's
you.
go ahead.
I'll give you an example. I was one time telling another blogger, "Don't argue on the internet,"
Hmm.
because did that. It backfires every time.
Hmm.
It does. It
Right.
just does. But I get losing your temper and stuff like that. But I think you're making a big deal out of nothing, Monique. I really do. That's me.
Yeah. It must be something else going on, I think. I mean, because typically, if a person was just so good, her and her husband, she probably would have overlooked the shit and kept moving. Because remember, she ain't get to ask
They're
nobody for
argumentative,
nothing.
and that husband of hers, he made her worse. He made her
Child,
worse.
please. Yeah, I know.
You finally said, "Child, please."
Yeah.
That's a mess. That's a mess. Ooh, I want to throw this. Let's talk about Katie Ross from Real Housewives of Potomac.
Hmm.
I want to make sure I didn't forget this story because I've been forgetting this story, and I'm very proud of Katie. Katie was on the Real Housewives of Potomac, I believe, season 1. I don't even think she made it to season 2. But anyway, she says that she was on drugs,
Mm.
and she finally got off of drugs, and she works at a general store like the Dollar General
Uh-huh.
or the Dollar Tree, stores like that, and she makes $14 an hour. And people were dragging her for being a cashier and making $14 an hour. What is wrong with people?
I think people just get too caught up. I mean, for real, like what people don't realize though in life, this shit ain't all about money, right? It's about how you live your life, how you go about it. We all go through turmoils and up and down. But with this, if she bounced back and cleaned herself up and doing that, I'm truly proud of her. It's not about how
Yeah,
much money you make.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? But
yeah.
some people get caught up to the bullshit. Can I be this little predator freak because I make a lot of money? Would you accept me? And then accepting a real person. Like, I
You
mean,
always applaud somebody
right,
that overcame the lifelong disease of being an addict.
right,
It's something you work on a daily basis. And these trolls, that's what they are, trolls that's trying to humiliate her for making her money an honest way, ought to be ashamed of
and
themselves.
then the same ones that's doing it probably don't make $14 an hour.
Yeah, like, do you know you could trigger somebody by trolling them? You could trigger
Sherelle,
somebody.
I think people don't care. I think a lot of people don't care. Everything's about them, and like what's that old saying? Misery love company. If they shit ain't good, they want to drag everybody else down with 'em.
Oh, like my stalker.
Yeah,
She's a weirdo. She's a
right, for
weirdo
sure,
and
for
doesn't
sure.
get the understanding of life.
Right.
That girl is so weird.
No, I agree.
I'm debating, should I say no, she's just weird. Girl, stop. Leave me alone, stalker. Anyway,
Hmm.
then we got to cover this story I didn't want to cover. Let's talk about the shooter. It's just
Yeah, that's crazy as fuck too.
this is what I don't understand. So he was on, let me play this. I didn't even get my stuff ready. Shame on me, you guys. I really did not do my homework today. I was trying to do it and then I got a phone call in the middle of it. So there was did I just say the word? I can say shooter. There was a shooter on the campus of University of Michigan State University. This is a school my aunt went to. You guys know know a lot of people go there. I'm familiar with it. I'm from Detroit, and it has a special place in my heart. Now, the guy that did it, his name is Anthony Mcrae. I don't even have a picture for him. I don't like to give him these
Praise.
praise because that's
Yeah.
what they want attention.
Hmm.
But anyway, here he is. What a loser. He goes on a campus where there's I think they said 20 something thousand people that live in the dorms,
Hmm.
just in the dorms itself. He goes on a campus where people are just starting out their life. When you are that age in college, you have your whole life ahead of you. He
Hmm.
had 43 years of his sorry ass life to get it right. To get it right, and he couldn't do it.
Nope.
His parents came out, I mean, his family came out and said that he has not been acting the same since his mother passed away in 2020. I don't care. His father said that he increasingly became crazier and crazier. I have a video. Not sure if I want to play that because they might say some target words. But anyway, he would do things. He was an angry man. He walked around with a GUN. He also got charges pressed on him before, and I believe they said it was in 2019. It was 2019
Right, right.
where he got in trouble for carrying a gun. Oh,
Yeah,
what's wrong with
yeah,
me?
yeah. I got you. And then yeah,
And
I remember that.
yeah, and so I don't care. I don't care what his problems are. He basically was disenchanted with his life.
Hmm.
He's 43 years old. He's living with dad.
Hmm.
He's a loser.
Yep,
It's
man, that
pissing me off.
sucks.
It's pissing me off. These school attacks there.
Hmm.
Let's use the word attack. These school attacks because you got something wrong with you up here
Right.
and you take it out on somebody else. It's just disgusting. It's just disgusting. And then this woman, I can't play it. I can't play it because she says uh triggering words.
Hmm. Yeah,
And she
don't play
didn't
it
want
then.
her name, huh?
I said, don't play it then.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not gonna play it. I'm just gonna show
Okay.
you the picture of who she is. You guys could go to Twitter and see this. She says triggering words, so I can't play it. She went to Sandy Hook and it happened to her there. And now she's older and she goes to the university, uh, Michigan State University, and now it's happened again. Twice in her life. And she was across the street in the building across the street. Her dorms are across the street where everything went down.
Wow.
She's
Damn.
just saying, when are we going to get some laws in place here? When are we going to have these people stop taking advantage of students, of children, of
Yep.
people?
Hmm.
It's always some weirdo, some nut job that wants to take his problems out on someone else.
Yep.
It
Some guy
really
that's
makes me mad. But
already.
does she have a point? Do we need to be more active with our laws?
I think so. I mean, something like this stuff. I mean, it need to be some heavy consequences and stuff. I mean, and I think they need to have more laws on GUN too. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh, and it goes
restricting
back
them
to
and
that
all these
argument.
different
Okay.
things, right?
Okay.
And but it's really sad that like a person go through their life just because their life was screwed up because they didn't even have. I mean, I can't even blame it all. It could be their upbringing or whatever.
Mhm.
But because your life is screwed up at 43, it does not give you a right to take somebody else's.
In their 20s.
And
Come
then
on, their life is just beginning.
if you was brave enough to do the same to yourself later, why even mess with anybody else? Just do what you have to do.
Yeah.
I mean, you messed up other people's families. These young kids out here doing this stuff, trying to live their life, which you chose to probably overlook. That's why you became into loserism or whatever the hell happened to you. But no,
Yeah, it's sad. It's really sad. I was going to show you guys clips and stuff, but I didn't get a chance to edit them out for triggering words. You know, certain things that will flip.
right.
Yeah. So, but let me see if I can show you some pictures. It's just sad. It's just sad.
No, it makes you mad, don't it?
It makes me mad. It makes me mad.
How
This
spineless
girl,
can a motherfucker be
oh
to
wow,
go
Perry, you're
ahead
really mad.
and do shit to people? No, I mean, really, when you
I
think
can't even
about it,
show these pictures. They have GUNs. I can show this picture if
our
that's it.
kids don't went to college. This could be anybody's kid. Just
Yeah.
because you feel like your life ain't worth a damn
Yeah.
because of the choices you made,
Yeah.
and you're gonna take it out on somebody else.
And the girl that came out who wanted to remain anonymous, she says she suffers from PTSD from the first time.
I believe it.
It's a hot ass mess. It's a hot mess.
You still remember the stuff in elementary. I'm just saying it never
I
leaves
do.
you. Right, is what I'm trying to say. You
I
feel me?
do.
Right.
To those of you that are new to the channel, I was involved many years ago in San Diego, California, a school pow pow where the girl next to me got shot. And you're right, Perry. To this day, I remember it vividly. Everything. My principal got killed. Who else was it? My custodian. I think 13 people at the school. It was a mess. It was just a mess. And so
Yeah, because most
here's
of it.
the only picture I could show you of him going into the building. In the other pictures, either he has the GUN or the SWAT has GUNs. And I'm tired of, I get really,
There he go with his sorry ass.
I know
It's pathetic. It's pathetic for real.
It really is. It really is. Let's see if anybody want to talk. If not, we'll pull some remarks from the audience, and then it was a short day today. Not much going on. Not much going on. I hate it when I have to work and there's nothing to talk about, and I've taken off my maximum days that I can take off. Then I gotta come on and talk about what's in the news. Anyway, and today is just all sad stories. All sad stories. I usually love to laugh and all of that, but sometimes we got to get real too. These are things are happening in our society. Hey, Denzel.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Good, good.
Before you
Thanks.
start speaking, can you be real careful with your words?
Oh yes,
Okay.
yes.
What are you calling in about?
Can I talk about a couple of things quickly? Like the Monique situation. You know, I get what Kim Whitley and what's her.
Sherry Shepherd.
Okay, I can understand what I do understand what Kim Whitley and
Sherry
Shepherd is talking about Monique. I do understand that. You know, they could have kept that out, you know, but you know, that's how they feel, and you know, it is what it is. You know, it is what it is. You know, we can't change people's opinion. You know, do I think they were being messy? A little bit.
You really think they were doing that on purpose?
A little bit, but I do understand what they are saying, and you know, that's how they feel, and you know, we can't get upset with that, but the good thing about it is that she's back in working in Hollywood. So hopefully she does not mess it up again.
Like, Monique, shut up. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Right.
did Monique have a right to respond? Yes, but it's just just she needs to worry about her career and do not mess it up this time. Um, what's another thing? Um,
The accident, the school. I don't
yeah,
know.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the shooting at that school is very sad. Now I heard that the man that did the shooting allegedly I saw on Instagram, I saw on one of the blogs, I forgot which one it was, but allegedly he offed himself.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
And this is the thing, and it happens time and time and time and time again, and it really pisses me off. If somebody is going to off themselves, they need to off themselves and just leave the innocent people
Exactly.
alone.
Exactly.
Because they got friends and stuff. That's
Mhm.
it's really messed up. And then you remember Delicious from
Her is it her cousin that was
no,
there?
her niece. You remember Delicious from Flavor of
Flavor
Love?
Flav, yeah.
Mhm.
That the that was one of the victims in the shooting. That's Delicious niece, and I really I feel bad for her. I really
Mhm.
feel bad for her, and it's ridiculous. It's just too much evilness going on in this world, and we need more light. We need more light, and we need more positivity. That's what I'm trying to say. We need more positivity in this world because it's just ridiculous. And and again, Sher- uh, um, Kim Whitley and Sheriff Shepard. I mean, that's how they feel, and because they know her personally, so they feel what they want to feel. But I think that they could have left that part
Alone.
out. I,
Yeah.
I think they should have left that part out. But you know, a good thing, Monique is back in Hollywood. But like I said, she better not. I hope she does not mess it up again, because if she
Don't
mess it up
worry.
again,
She will.
if she mess it up again, that's gonna be her fault. But we should just pray for the victims, and and their families, because it's like the government. I'm sorry, it feels like the government is not doing anything, and it happens time and time again. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. This is why I know hate is a strong word, but that's why I hate people, because people want to take innocent people out, and it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It got to stop. And this is my opinion. This is one last thing I want to say. This is my opinion. People need to give their life to Jesus Christ, because it's too much going on in this world, and people need to give their life to Jesus Christ before it's too late. I'm so sick of people. I'm just sick of people. Period. I'm so sick of people taking innocent lives. I'm just sick of evil people, and that's it. That's all I want to say.
Hey,
Thank you,
thanks, bro. All
Giselle. Take
Thank thank
care.
thank you. You have a great night.
You
right, do the
too.
same.
Oh, he's so sweet. He's so sweet. Judgy, sound off.
Hey, so I just really want to sound off on Monique. So for me, I felt that Sherry and Kim were both sneak dissing. There was no need to bring up her personality if you were just reviewing a show, because
Mhm.
we as black people need to extend the same courtesy that all the other races give their other people. There's plenty
Hold
of
on, hold
people.
on, hold on, Judgy. You think Sherry is shady?
Hell yeah, she's shady. Why else? Because the thing is that that she got blackballed because they said that she was difficult to work with. Good
Uh-oh, she went.
person, a terrible personality. You're triggering back to the initial blackball. If you're happy for me, just say you're happy for me. You don't got to say
Well,
all that.
okay.
And
What,
then
you think
because
they're mad at her or
honestly,
something? What? Why would they do that to their
I think they're
friend?
jealous. I think they're jealous because even when she was
Wow.
at the top, she had TV
Uh-huh.
shows that were longer than 2 seasons that she
Oh,
was
yeah.
she was ahead of, not just being a recurring guest star like Sherry,
Yeah.
or playing the old ass cougar like Kim. Cause that's the only play she was playing the same role for over 30
Not
years.
old. Not old.
Oh shit.
I mean, yeah, that was shady. But Monique
So
shouldn't have fed into it. Do you think? Now I tell everybody this.
I think I'm happy that she went ahead and she said it, because who are you to say that I get in trouble? You're not
Mhm.
like nobody over it or nothing in my, to say I'm getting in trouble, like I'm about to get spanking or something. That's so childish. Why are you trying to say that I get in trouble? Like, what am I getting in? What am I getting in trouble with? I'm getting in trouble with DL Hughley. Man, nobody be going to DL Hughley shows anyway. That's why he be having to have multiple people coming to his shows. Because all he
Damn.
is a grown little man still trying to use
Oh,
those Jonan jokes from like the back of the bus. Like he's actually telling jokes. He don't be telling jokes. He be over there trying to say that, oh yeah, you see his shoes. His shoes are really big. Like them some flappers, girl. Like, stop, man. Grow up. Write some real
okay. Well,
jokes.
does this mean you're not a
Find some
fan?
real
You're not a
writers.
fan of DL Hughley?
I
Can I?
guess so.
I'm not a fan of D.L. Hughley. I'm not a fan of Sherry Shepherd
Oh,
because she was on during the time when she was taking over for Wendy Williams. She went on all these tirades where she was just going to bring positivity. My show's going to be different, positivity. And what are
okay.
you
Wait,
doing?
wait.
You're bringing up
Stop.
negativity.
Stop. Are you holding grudges because she took Wendy Williams? Because she was offered Wendy Williams' job?
No, Wendy Williams show. I saw her one of her last shows. Wendy Williams, she was going downhill. Ain't
Yeah.
nothing else to it. I knew
Yeah.
somebody was gonna take it. I don't mind that, but my issue is if you're gonna say that I'm gonna live up to this positivity, my show's gonna be positive. I'm gonna bring sunshine into the world. Why are you bringing up like this woman has negative personality? And when you're really just jealous because like she said, when you see her resume,
Yeah.
it's longer than your arm.
Yeah.
When I look you up, all I see is 8 shows, and 3 of which you were a lead in.
Well, then,
So
if what you're saying is true, then they got some serious issues, and they better quit calling each other friends real quick.
exactly.
They need to
Thank you
stop.
guys for having me.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
thanks for coming.
Thanks for calling. I appreciate it. Hey, Jasmine, sound off. Oh, it's Diva. Hey, Diva.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Sound off, Jasmine.
Hi, Sharrell.
Jasmine.
Hi, Perry. Hi, panel.
Hi.
I
Hi.
wanted to say hi. This is my first time, and I
Welcome.
wanted to speak about the. Thank you. I wanted to speak about the school attacks.
Yes, terrible.
I'm a student,
Make sure you don't say
and
any.
I also
Make sure you don't say any
right.
triggering words. I think we have a delay.
Sure. I work full time, and I also go to, and to be honest with you, these times have really scared
Jasmine,
me.
we can't hear you.
And
You're breaking up.
It's
Can you
it's
call
breaking
back
up.
in?
It's breaking up. I
Can
think
you
she got a
call
bad
back in?
signal. I think she have a bad signal.
sure.
Yeah, try to call back in, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Sounds like it was going to be a good story. Hey, let Bonji go. Bonji, sound off. Hey, Diva.
Hey,
Hi,
two
hi,
things.
Bonji. What do you want
Happy
to sound off
Valentine's
on
Day.
today?
Yeah, thank you.
You,
Same
you
to you.
too. So the first thing I want to talk about is what happened last night at Michigan State. What's very concerning for me is how much those happenings have been normalized because of the gravity and the constant occurrence of those type of incidents.
Yeah.
And when people demanding things to change, unfortunately our lawmakers will use mental health as a shield, and yet we have never really addressed the main issue. If you look back at statistics in 2000 and the last year of the second President Bush's term.
Mhm.
That's when the assault W's ban actually expired,
Okay.
and
Okay.
nothing was done to put it back in place. When you look at the numbers, when those type of W's were actually banned, the incidences like yesterday actually reduced. And when those W's were then now allowed because the ban expired, those incidences increased. And unless you're somebody who doesn't believe in science or in addition, there is no reason why someone should have something that
Mhm.
is a W of
And that goes
war.
back. That goes back to what Perry's talking about. It's the GUN argument. Should we have them? Should we not? And it's like our politicians can't seem to agree on that.
And unfortunately, whenever the issue is raised, waters are muddied, and we end up not talking about what is the issue that is causing these things to happen so frequently, including when these incidents happen because of racism and people not wanting someone who doesn't look like them to be in their community or to be seen to be living a positive life. Secondly, I want to sign off on the Monique and Sherry issue.
Mhm.
Until you come on, Sharrell, and tell me that she has started paying child support on that baby,
Oh
I don't
my
want to say
God.
anything.
Look at Diva. Look at Diva.
Oh my God.
Bungie, you're being messy. You're being messy.
No, I'm being truthful though, because I haven't even seen a single frame of a show, because I'm waiting for you and Perry to come live and say, wow, a miracle paying for that baby.
I can't. Oh my God.
Damn.
Right,
Hey,
Diva?
Listen,
hey, Diva, we ain't seen you in a while. I talked to you on the phone, but I haven't seen you on
happy
the show.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
Yes,
You
thanks.
know
Same to you.
when it comes time to get on Monique, I get on Monique. But I
Uh-oh.
gotta side with Monique on this one, right?
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to be my friend.
Uh-huh.
I don't care what the world think about me and what they saying about me. You're
Uh-huh.
supposed to be my friend, and you would not like if I got on somewhere and shaded you and be joining with the people saying you took Wendy's show.
Yeah.
So don't be coming out your mouth talking about how problematic I am. If you want to give me accolades because I did a good job, then give me my accolades, give me my flowers. You know how they say don't say sorry and then say but afterwards. So that's what they did. They trying to give a backhanded compliment. And that's not the way you do it, especially if that's supposed to be your friend. Just say, listen, the people talked about her, but check her hands down, no matter what, her acting is her acting, and the chick can act. Okay, so she can do the darn thing. So I think they was messy and wrong for doing that. Now, when it comes to this situation at the school, we're just hearing this too much too often.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm talking about all the politicians from every state, all around the world. Y'all need to figure this thing out and protect our babies and do better. And especially with the one where the teacher, remember the little kid, 6 years old?
Oh yes.
And did this to the teacher. And but that kid was
Oh my gosh, I know what you're talking about. The kid had a GUN at 6 years old.
And wait, that kid was problematic in that school, and they all knew it. And they kept that kid in the school. So something has to change, and it has to change now, because our tax dollars is what pays for these schools.
Oh
and
yes.
we need to do something about it, and do something about it right away. And just like they got all of these controls about when you're going to drive your car and how you're going to drive it, and you get this probationary license if you get your car when you're 16, your license when you're 17, something like that. They need to have more controls around that dangerous weapon that they just allowing anybody to go purchase and utilize. It's not right. It's not fair. And innocent lives are being taken. But this part I will never understand. I will never understand how somebody is so sick that they no longer want to be here, but they feel like they're going to go and take some other people with them.
What that pisses me off.
It pisses
You the one don't like your life. I'm
Don't
okay.
then
I
go.
like Vine.
Yeah. So listen, and we want to try to help you if you want to stay, but don't. What you don't do is don't go taking other people's
Yeah,
lives. It's so
yeah,
messed up because you're devastating so
yeah.
many people in the
Mhm.
midst of you know, doing that. But I mean, you know, the schools are locked down. That's not helping. Like people are letting certain people in. It's just they need more controls around that thing, and everybody's not stable enough to own one and have
No.
one in their hands. It's not
Right.
right. So
Right. They
much
get to
has to
control the
be.
weapons.
They gotta control it. They gotta control it. With this, what's her name? Iggy, what's her name? And the boyfriend and the putting the hands on the people, whatever. You know what, Sharrell? I used to be a big watcher of like 2020, Dateline, Nightline. That thing, that thing is I want to call it is rampant in every single community, because a lot of times when I was watching that Dateline and Nightline, I had to start watching it. These people would get married, take their wives or husbands on vacation, and then come back home without the wives or the husbands. So
Yeah, yeah,
there's a
yeah.
lot of sick people in this world
Mhm.
putting their hands on people and taking their life. And you know what? More needs to be done about that too.
What can you do about that though, Diva?
You know what? We should have a zero tolerance policy. I'm sorry. And when it comes to and I want to say this lightly so everybody can understand what I'm saying. When it comes to the victim, so to speak, or the situation, I think that we have to be neutral initially and hear all pieces of the story, because there are a lot of men that unfortunately were wrongly accused and their entire life was destroyed because someone got upset with them over something else. So we need to be equal opportunity and investigate the situation and then side with the truth in the matter.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
there's some men that the woman got pissed off about the aftermath and lied and said XYZ. And unfortunately, once somebody puts something like that on your name, that rings louder than the truth that might come out later.
Right.
It's just so horrible on all sides, because if you're a true victim, these women go through. Let me let somebody else talk. Hey, Bunny, sound off. You're on mute. You're on mute. You're on mute, Bunny.
Hey, how you doing?
Good.
Sound off.
So, about Playboy Cardi, I mean, he's had a history of doing these kind of things. You play a stupid game, you win a stupid prize. Like, you can't just think because you're his first girl that doesn't look or are the same as the other girls.
Caucasian?
You think, I mean,
Is that what you're saying?
but I'm just saying, don't think because you're different from what he usually picks that you're gonna get a different version of him. He is always going to be himself.
Well, what kind of
Or
person is he? Because I'm not familiar with him.
so he's a rapper, but like he's had a lot of allegations early on in his
For
career.
putting hands on women?
Just being really bad with women.
Wow.
I like even before like abuse allegations. Just
Oh, you can't say that word. Say putting hands. Putting hands.
Doing the bad things. Let's just say it like that. With women, he just doesn't get along with women in that way. So it's like you knew that, but you still entertain the situation, and then she, entertaining Tory Lanez, like it shows you, and even being with T.I. and disparaging actual Black women and copying them at the same time, you already know what type of girl she is anyway. So she's gonna get down with the get down. That's that. I hope she finds some healing therapy and everything included. About Monique, I do agree with Diva. Like real friends would have had this conversation, not hashing it out on air without said friend you are talking about? Like, why? I felt funny when they're just like, oh, yeah, she acted great, but she's a problem. She's a troublemaker. She's a whistleblower. You know, she's whistleblowing for all of the actors. Like, I'm an
Mhm.
actress too on the come up. And her whistleblowing has made it easier for me on sets, on different sets and auditions, and with casting directors and agents. So what she's doing actually is working. I want to say that.
Well, you
Because
know what I want to say, respond to what you're saying. It's true. Listen to what she's saying. The person that stands
Mhm.
up gets the most, I don't know,
Criticism,
the
Backlash.
flag,
criticism,
the
backlash.
flag.
Yeah.
They
backlash.
do. They do.
And,
They do.
and we should, instead of dragging her down, her so-called friends, they should have been supporting her because she made it easier for us behind her, or for Bunny, I'm not in the acting business, to go through those open doors.
So the thing about it is that rather than critiquing her method, they should have just stayed quiet and reap the benefits like how I am. Because people on set talk about Monique. I don't say anything, but I reap the benefits
Right.
of, oh, you know, we got to make sure you're included. We got to make sure you're safe. Are you comfortable? Do you have a safety fry after this day on set? Like, how did we do today?
Right.
Prior to the pandemic and Monique complaining and Netflix, I've been on set. They didn't care if I ate. They didn't care if I got a safety ride to get to the train to go home.
Mhm.
I'm in New York City, and like with being a stand-in, being a commercial actor, being background, or getting a small under 5, which is like getting 5 or less lines on set, you know, you get treated very basic. So, you know, the trailer, the the first team PAs and everything. Now they move differently since her and then other actresses that are A-listers have been complaining post Monique. So we
Mhm.
get better treatment now than we did prior to Monique complaining. So I'm not mad at what she's doing, but one thing I wouldn't do is like, oh yeah, like I wouldn't get on the train, but I would reap the benefits because she is actually making moves behind the scenes. So people like me that are 20, 30 years younger than her are reaping the benefits, and we're not struggling like how people did in the early 2000s.
Well,
That
Can I
sounds,
Sharrell,
say something,
Sharrell,
Sharrell?
let me say this. Let me say this, Sharrell. Now, this is what I like about this conversation, right? Because truly, coming into this whole thing, outside of Bunny and Diva saying what they saying, like that's why I like it. Because like I was like, well, damn,
why
maybe
she
she
talks so much.
overreacted with the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I see what they're saying is like why they had to go that far. If you just critiquing the film, talk about that.
Yeah.
The other shit, because Monique didn't come out and say, well, hey, where your child at? You see what I'm saying?
Say
No,
that,
no, no,
Terry.
for real. I mean, no, I'm simply saying that they're like, no,
You
I
are
get it.
messy.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying is, like, at first, I didn't really take no offense to it. But then, if you that individual, oftentimes when you view it from the outside, you might not even get the feeling of it. But
Yeah.
if you that person,
Yeah.
it happens to us all the time,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I get what you ladies are saying, and that's why I like the conversation because I'm thinking, well, shit, I don't really think it was that bad.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe
So
because it wasn't my black ass that was the one on the cross. You know what I'm saying?
So I want to also add another thing too, right? Just a disclosure about me. Like I'm in the beginning of my 30s, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've been working as an actress, trying to make a way for myself, right?
Uh-huh.
I want a family, I want a husband,
Uh-huh.
I want children,
Uh-huh.
right?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
But it's like when she did what she did with Precious and choosing her family, like what do you do? You're at a crossroads. Okay, I'm 30. What do I do? Because I have to either choose starting a family or choosing a career, and we don't have as many roles available. I don't look like Scarlett Johansson. I don't look like Emma Watson. I don't look like Julia Roberts. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it's like I have to make life decisions for every step I take moving forward. So when I understood the route that she takes, because the thing about it is that with Black actresses, Black entertainers, for the most part, just recently, Rihanna, Beyonce, and Cardi B, they're not actresses, but they're singers and rappers, right?
yeah.
But for actresses, right? Because we are physical entertainers as well in a different sense. We definitely have to choose wisely on moving forward
So
as
you
far as
agree? You're
family
saying
and
you agree
everything.
with what they blackballed her for? You get it? What she was doing?
No. I don't agree with the blackball,
No,
but
I said
it
the
shows
reason that
you.
they did that. You understood where she was coming from. It was wrong
Yes,
for them to do her like
exactly.
that.
When
Yeah.
you're like, oh darn, I'm in my 30s. I'm 30 and I want a family, but I'm trying to make this career work. I'm trying to make it happen. And things are starting to blow up for me. And then I find the love of my life. What do I do? You're at a crossroads.
Daddy.
And I'm
Let
currently in that crossroads.
let Jasmine jump in because I got 2 minutes. Sound off, Jasmine, really quickly.
Hi, Sharrell. Hi, Perry.
Hey,
Hi.
Diva, Bonji, everybody. I wanted to sound off on the school tragedies because I am a full-time employee and I also go to school part-time. And I'm honestly scared. When I'm
Yeah.
in school, I'm always panicking, thinking anything can happen. And it's very weird how you would never think we will be living in a world where this is now not normalized, but this is going on very frequently.
Yeah.
And not
Mhm.
only that, but the fact that before the profile of these perpetrators were men that were slighted by female
Mhm.
that would tell them no, that they were not interested, and now it's more like you hate your life so
Yeah.
much that you want to hurt other people. Why
That
don't
Mhm.
you
makes sense.
go and change your life?
That makes no sense, but that's true. They do it. They're the ones unhappy, not us.
Exactly. And we, like, for example, anyone goes to school, these young kids, their brothers, their sisters, they have mothers, fathers, some are older, their aunts, uncles, mothers, fathers. Come on, I don't understand. It's just very sad.
Oh,
yeah,
don't
it
cry.
really is. It really is, though.
Crying. I would be scared to go. Listen, I have a kid in college. I make him live at home, and you go there in the day, and then you come home. And I was thankful he agreed to that. But sending your kid to college these days, or being in college, is scary.
It is.
But here's the thing, Sharrell, it's not just college. I was in a big store yesterday trying to get my lenses for my glasses changed because prescription changed. And I was sitting there. It took me like an hour and a half or something. I was sitting there and I was looking around. Okay, where's the exit? This was even before what happened last night, because that's how we're starting to feel. Okay, so that's a back room. So if stuff goes off by the door, me and her can go at least hide in there and switch off the
I
light.
didn't know.
That's how we're
That's
living.
how you have to live. Like
Yes.
when you go to a concert, where's the exit doors? I
Moving
need
everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, guys, I'm out of time. This is a sad story. My heart goes out to the victims.
Yeah,
Uh,
RIP to all the people
yeah,
involved and prayers out.
it's just sad.
Mhm.
Anyway, guys, I gotta end this here. Thank you guys for coming up. I appreciate the call.
Thanks,
Just do
Cheryl.
that video,
welcome.
Thank
Sharrell.
you,
Tell
ladies. Thank you,
Sherry to
ladies.
do it.
What'd you say, Bonji?
I say tell Sherry to do the right thing, and so we can have that video, and
All
I
right.
can once and for all put it to rest.
Bye, guys. I love you.
Bye.
Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my God.
That's so funny. We are. What can we say?
No, I mean, it's not much you
What can we
can say. It's
say?
a sad
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yep.
thank you guys for calling in. Thanks everyone for your super chats. You don't have to support the channel, but you do. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. Diva, drop by more. Good to see you on.
Of course.
Nothing much going on. And guys, don't forget to click that like button on your way out. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. On 3, let's say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.